Welcome back to YOUNIQUE TV. I am your girl Ray, and we got another hot one for you tonight. It is a recap of The Real Housewives of Atlanta season 12 episode 6. Whew, these ladies are doing it, y'all. But yes, thank you for coming back and watching. I'm going to be doing something a little bit different. I am going to be giving away a makeup item. I'll list the details in the description box below. So the first person to give this video a thumbs up, email me the secret word and then comment done or comment, hey Ray, I did it. You are going to win this makeup item. The episode opens with Porsha and Tanya down to the spa, y'all, down to the spa. And Tanya's like, girl, come on, let's get your stomach snatched. I know you just had a baby. So this is what I do to get right. We're gonna do Carnival in Toronto, Canada. That's where Tanya is from. Porsha is all for it. I'm gonna tell y'all, that clip where Tanya and Porsha were at the spa reminded me of who? Phaedra. It reminded me of Phaedra and Porsha when they used to be called Frickin' Frack, Freaking Frack, Freaking Frick. Y'all know what I'm talking about. You know when Porsha and Phaedra used to be like best buds. There was a scene where they were at some spa, or they were doing something. I don't know if it was colonics or if it was, you know, cleaning out the cooch or whatever. It was something they were doing together, and they were just having a ball at that spa. That's what this episode tonight, where Porsha and Tanya were, it reminded me of Frickin' Frack, Freaking Frick, Freaking Freak, Phaedra and Porsha back when Phaedra was on the show. So then the episode veers to Kandi and Todd. They sit down and they play Connect Four, which is one of my favorite games because I'm a winner. When it comes to spades and Connect Four, I can get it, y'all. You gonna want your girl Ray on your team when you're playing a good game of Connect Four, okay? But anyway, Kaela walks into the room and she's talking to her dad, Todd and Kandi, about her dreams, goals, and aspirations of going back to New York to get into the fashion industry. And Todd just says kind of casually, you know, I'm so proud of you for saying basically F it. I'm about to uproot, pick up, go back to New York and jump right in. And so Kaela's like, you know, really dry, kind of boring. And you know what? She's Todd's child. She's Todd's daughter, but she's not a child. Okay, so I could talk about Kaela. I think Kaela about 23 years old, so I could talk about Kaela and her dry attitude, her dry ash attitude. Okay, I could talk about Kaela. Kaela, can you be a little bit more enthusiastic on camera? Can you bring some turned upness to the camera? Because sis, you were looking like real dry. It's about time. It's about time that you said something positive. But be that as it may, I don't like what Todd is doing to his daughter. Let me tell you something, Todd. I see you. I see you, Todd. I see you in the schemes that you still setting up to bring to you the bush. Okay? I still see you. Todd, Kaela told Todd that he was unpredictable. He doesn't listen, and basically she hated when he stopped talking to her for weeks. What father does that? Todd, like I've been telling y'all this whole season, and it's based on past behaviors, that Todd, you're a loser, okay? You're treating Kaela as if people accused her of trying to use Kandi for a come up. Ain't nobody accused Kaela of using Kandi, Todd. Todd, people have accused you of using Kandi for the come up. And it's true. What you're doing is saying, well, I don't want people to think that we over here using Kandi. But Kaela was a child when she came into that situation. She was a child when she came into the scenario. So what you're saying, Todd, you're saying that your daughter, your biological daughter, cannot benefit from the connections that Kandi has? Are you saying that Kaela can't benefit at all from Kandi? When, let's examine it, Todd. You benefited the most. You have been benefiting from Kandi since you came on the scene. So you quit your job. I think you said you was making $70,000 a year, but because of the fraternization clause in y'all's contract, you couldn't date Kandi while working for the Real Housewives of Atlanta. So you quit your job. What man does that? And then you lived off of her until you found your next gig. Excuse me, until she gave you your next gig. Okay? I remember your next gig was, if I remember correctly, your next gig was taping Kandi Coded Nights. You were like the set director, the set decorator or whatever. Kandi gave you your next job. You got your come up from Kandi. Then after Kandi Coded Nights, which I loved, the Kandi Coded Nights, you got clicked up with Carlos King, and then y'all started doing that Hollywood Divas thing, and you were like you were up under Carlos. But it was Kandi's connection that got you that. You have been benefiting from your connection to Kandi all the while. So why is it that your daughter can't reap some of those benefits? Why are you being so damn selfish, as if people are accusing her of trying to get a come up off of Kandi? That's not the case, Todd. Mama Joy said it, and the streets are still talking, okay, about you spending $5,000 to $8,000 a week on scrippers. If that ain't the pot calling the kettle black, I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is, Todd. But Todd, you are a loser, okay? And you can't sit here and project that onto your daughter and make it seem like she's trying to get a come up off of Kandi, you know, and in the name of, well, I'm trying to teach her discipline, I'm trying to teach her how to be tough. Well, you sitting here trying to make things tough for your daughter does not make you look any better. It doesn't make you look any less opportunistic. It doesn't. It makes you look worse. It makes you look weak. Okay, so Nene, Leaks, and Kandi meet up at the restaurant. And is it me, or is Nene just naturally funny? I mean, her facial expressions. And so Nene and Kandi meet for lunch. Girl, Kandi's car is so nice. I like what she was wearing, but I did not like her hair. I didn't like her braids. It looked like somebody slow did them. You know, like she just got, I was about to say she got Kaela to do them, but that wouldn't be nice. But it looks like somebody who doesn't know how to do hair did her hair. You know, it just, I know Zari Jane do those braids. I mean, because it was like, you know, you're supposed to kind of stagger those box braids and not, you know, just go down in rows. It looked like somebody who doesn't normally do hair did her braids. But other than that, she was cute, Nene was cute, but it seemed like the lighting in the when they were at lunch had Nene's nose and Kandi's nose looking dark. It was like their face was light, but their noses was like pasted on. It just looked like somebody put their nose on, and it was a totally different shade. Is it just me, or did y'all catch that too? Nene reveals that she's seeing a life coach, and basically she's just wanting to get back into the group with the girls, and you know, she just doesn't want any drama, and I'm here for that. I'm not mad at that. It's Cynthia and Kenya and Kandi at the hardware store, where Kandi reveals that Nene told her that Cynthia was speaking to a mutual friend, and that mutual friend recorded all the bad stuff that Cynthia was talking about Nene. And Cynthia doesn't care. She doubles down and says she could take whatever recording she has and stick it all the way up her ass. All the way up it. Marlo's event. There are a few things I want to touch on with Marlo's event. Marlo, my hat goes off to you, girl. You're working really hard to participate and to show Bravo that you are a team player. And y'all, again, this episode, you're the MVP, and I'm gonna get into why. You host this wig line launch, or whatever it is, and the first thing when you were on the mic and you were introducing the event to everybody and welcoming everybody, you said that, as you know, you could be broke, you could be feeling sad and depressed, but the minute you put on your wig, you feel better. And I think that's important for women to do. Whether it's getting your snatch back, whether it's working out, whether it's putting on a wig, getting beautiful, doing your makeup, as long as you're not getting a BEAT face, because I hate that term, y'all. You know, whatever it is that you do to find you're happy, I'm all for it. And for Marlo, she says it's her hair. It's a wig. It's a different wig. 7 wigs, 7 days of the week. I'm here for that. I'm not mad at you, Marlo. Yvonne, Cynthia, and Kandi are sitting on the couch talking about this secret recording that someone has done of Nene, of Cynthia trash talking Nene. So Kandi was like, so wait a minute. You know, Kandi get the talking through her teeth. So wait a minute. You wasn't the one that recorded Cynthia talking all that stuff about Nene, was you? You wasn't the one, was you? And Yvonne does not have a good poker face. I'm gonna tell y'all, I think it was Yvonne. You know, they're saying it's a toss-up between Marlo and Yvonne. Oh no, it was Yvonne who did that. When Yvonne first sat down, the first thing she started doing with Cynthia was bringing Nene up, almost as if she wanted Cynthia to say even more stuff, bad things about Nene, so that she could run tell that. You know, and Yvonne, that's not a good look, homie. Homie, that ain't a good look. But, you know, I be forgetting from season to season all the beefs and why people are beefing and whatnot. And I couldn't remember the beef that Porsha had with Nene. And she let the cat out of the bag this episode. She was basically saying it had to do with that closet incident when Porsha and Kandi went into Nene's closet, and Nene got upset, tore the t-shirt off of the camera guy, and allegedly stripped Porsha off her belt, tore Porsha's belt off of her pregnant body, and it was just a whole mess. And that's what they were arguing about at the reunion last season. So it carried on until this season, and Porsha is still ticked. She wasn't here for Nene. When Nene walked in, Nene was a big person. She greeted everybody. Hi, how you doing? She gave Cynthia a kiss, you know, kissed her on the cheek. She greeted everybody. And Porsha was like, she said, I gave her the PW swerve, honey. She was not here for it. She ain't ready to make up. She thinks Nene is a fake and a fraud, and she was just not here for any of the dumb stuff. And you know what? I can't blame Porsha, because Nene, what you do, like I said on the last recap, you just go in, and they put up some of the text. Porsha leaked some texts that Nene sent her after that whole closet situation. And Nene, you were talking so bad about Porsha. You were calling her misshaped. You were saying with your fat ankles, and you were just talking, you were talking all kinds of bad about that girl and how she looked. And she didn't deserve that. You know what I'm saying? When a woman is pregnant after she gives birth, that is like that last trimester, and then right after giving birth is one of the lowest self-esteem periods a woman can have. I mean, look, for me it was, I'm telling you, I felt all kinds of low, all kinds of fat. Nene, you were just too mean. That was so mean. I mean, you went for the jugular with those insults, girl. I understand that you were upset, but Nene, you just went for the jugular, and you don't apologize. It's like because you feel like you're right. You feel like you were right in the moment, that you don't have to apologize and make amends the right way. You understand what I'm saying? You just think that, oh, because X amount of months, X amount of weeks, X amount of years went by, you should be over it now and we can be cool again. And like I said, that does not work for me. And honey, it ain't work for Porsha. Marlo says, okay, we're about to play a game. We're going to do a contest. I am going to see who can put the wig on the models the fastest. So Nene and Porsha, you're up. And as Nene and Porsha are competing to put the wig on the model and to get it styled, in walks Kenya Moore with a two-piece band, a drum playing, and I think a little trumpet or a recorder. I think one of the people had a recorder, you know, the little instruments that you played in the 4th grade. Somebody had a recorder and a little snare drum walking in. Nene said it. She said, this is the Kenya Moore that I know. She said, every time I see Kenya, the horns on her head grow even longer. Kenya is a true devil. I'm gonna say this, and Kenya, I want you to hear me good. The reason why you don't have friends is because you don't know how to be one. What you are is disloyal. And I know disloyal doesn't seem like it applies to this situation with you barging into Marlo's event. But what you did was put your friends like Kandi and Porsha in a position to where Marlo would be beefing with them. Because you barged in there, disrupted the whole event on purpose, out of meanness, and then you sat there and pulled Kandi and Porsha to the side. Shamia follows, and you know, some other people follow. You guys are huddled in this group, this group of disruptive talk while Marlo's event is still ongoing. And Marlo was like, hey, Kandi and Porsha, y'all, can y'all come back over? She even says, Kenya, are you gonna come over and participate in the game? And Kenya's like, no, I'm not. No, I'm leaving. While she has this glass of wine or Moscato, whatever it is that she's about to drink. So Marlo takes it, she politely takes it and sits it down. Porsha has her wig line, Nene has her wig line. It was okay for you to be there with your products. I don't think Marlo felt threatened by that at all. It was that you came in and you disrupted the whole event, and then you left with no regard for even your friends who were still there. Kenya, you're playing a sick game. You're playing a sick game. And I'm gonna tell you something. She's trying to use Porsha as a pawn, and she's trying to play Kenya. She's trying to, I keep up Kenya. Kenya is trying to play Kandi too, but I don't think Kandi is dumb enough to be played. Hopefully she wakes up early enough before Kandi comes out looking like before Kandi comes out looking tarnished, before Kandi's character and image is tarnished by Kenya, I think Kandi is going to wake up a little bit and see Kenya for who she really is. I think Kandi was trying to be on the side of Kenya because so many women for so long talk so bad about Kenya. Oh, you can't find a man, you can't have a baby. So I think this season Kandi, and even the end of last season, Kandi was trying to like embrace Kenya and be like, you know what, Kenya is not as bad as what y'all say she is. She's a good-hearted person. She's just having trouble finding love and finding a family. But I think Kenya has an overall sinister scheme. She has no loyalty to anyone, not to her husband, not to her friends, not to Cynthia, not to Kandi, and definitely not to Porsha, because week after week we're seeing Kenya throw people under the bus, and I just think it's in poor taste, and it looks really bad for you, Kenya. I tried to rock with you, girl, but I just can't. But Nene is right. She said Kenya is a devil. Okay, so the secret word is purple. If you want to win this makeup item, you're gonna give this video a thumbs up, email me the secret word. That email is in the description box, and then come back and comment done. Say done. Email, sent the email, done. And the first person to do that wins the game, wins the product. Okay, so that's it, y'all. Lord, I'm thankful. I'm thankful for each and every one of you who continues to come back each week and watch. I am thankful for all you guys who subscribe to the channel and help me grow. I love you so much. I wasn't feeling well last week, so I want to thank everybody for wishing me for sending well wishes and hoping that I feel better. I am starting to feel better, you guys. Thank you so much for all your well wishes, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.